I have a problem. My landlord's a piece of shit. Let's go, dude. I'm a great tenant, but max rent increases each year still. Inflation hits everything. Inflation increases the cost of goods, services, and rent. The fridge broke down and I messaged her about it. So she came first to visually inspect it with her husband, but they didn't do jack shit but look inside. Meanwhile, nothing is cooling properly. So after dusting, they said keep all the doors open and wait a week to see if it was working again after. This is completely unreasonable. These people are just putting off repairs. So okay, how much money did you lose in spoiled food? I didn't lose anything. I just basically ordered out or ate for the day. Okay, how good is the deal you're getting at your current place? It's middle of the road, very high cost of living. The drainage of the washing machine was backing up and overflowing onto her floor. Each time I'd clean it up, but I notified her right away. Do you have written documentation or like logs of phone calls? I got a bit of back and forth with texts. So her and her husband came in, snaked the drain and says to me, hopefully that fixes it. If not, you can hire a plumber. It's only $200. That's her responsibility. 100%. It's her responsibility to find the plumber, or if she tells you to find a plumber, then you find a plumber and you bill her. How much are you paying right now? $1,900? What's fair market rate? $2,400. You make a lot of money though, right, Girth? You have a sweet job that pays you a shitload of money. What I would posit to you, spend the extra $500 a month to just not have to deal with a piece of shit like this, right? Having peace of mind, knowing that your landlord will be responsive and fix stuff is probably worth more than the money. It's the principle though. Yeah. And now you've run into the unfortunate situation where your principles have run up against capitalism. And you know who's going to win every single time? That's right, capitalism. I haven't damaged the property at all, and I fixed everything myself just to circumvent it. My plan was to undo everything before I left. It seems like this landlord is just giga cheap, right? If they're coming with their husband, yeah. Maybe unethical question, given the other unethical stuff you've talked to me about the past. I gotta know what this is. All right. Tenants in my area have lots of rights, and it can be extremely difficult to get rid of a problematic tenant. Since you propose I just spend more and move elsewhere, should I stop paying and see how long I can stay? Will fighting with your landlord cause you stress at work? Right? Because your biggest earning potential is at work. The money you spend on your apartment is a relatively very small fraction of that. I would almost just eat the cost here. What you want to do is optimize your success at work, because that's where you're going to get the greatest marginal benefit from your effort. Are you willing to spend like hours and hours to deal with this? Are you willing to spend hours over this of your life? Yes, I would, just out of spite. Knowing you from your previous life helps. I believe you. But I want to know if it torpedoes your, you'll end up with a collection that tanks your credit for 7 years. Pay what you're contractually obligated to pay. You'll only hurt yourself in the end. So, though I get the idea of your unethical question, the answer is that it will dramatically affect you negatively to the point where it's not worth it. Some people just screw you over, DJ Girth, right? In this case, this landlord's being a pain in the ass. You don't really have the means to get back at them. And it's, to be honest with you, it's not worth your time or, your good name or your credit. I get that you want to do it out of spite, but you have a lot to lose. It was mostly venting, but I'm trying to even the score. Action plan. Get out of the frame of mind where you need to even the score with someone who does you wrong. This is how you end up dead on the shoulder of a highway with a bullet in the back of your head. Road rage. I mean, this is how it ends, right? If you're the sort of person who has to pay back everybody who has done them wrong, something like this ends up happening to you. Disagree? You haven't lived long enough. There's a damn good chance they can go after you harder than you ever expected. Roll over, spread my cheeks and take it? Yes, absolutely. In this particular case, that's what you do. Because you have no real means of retaliation that wouldn't dramatically hurt you more. And remember, you're talking to somebody whose favorite book is a Machiavellian handbook. I have no problem with, maybe unethical question. I'm fine with evaluating every possible angle. But the problem is, you don't have a lot of options. All of your angles just lead to worse outcomes for you. Okay, even taking into account the positive emotional benefit of getting back at her, the net benefit is still so dramatically against you that you should do nothing here.